are about ready to get underway between Liberty and Furman. For Furman, let's see their starting lineup. Furman so far this season is 2-2. They're going to start Courtney Hoffman, a redshirt freshman. She's joined by Nicole Mack, sophomore out of Cascade, Colorado. Kristen Sikora will join them as well. And Libero is going to be number 9, Meg DeMar, one of the seniors, the only starting senior. Also Hunter Thompson, Jamila Johnson, who we talked about, and Karis Campbell. And there's the head coach, Michelle Young, who is in her 17th season with the program, started as a 23-year-old head coach after 1 year as an assistant.
And let's take a look at the Liberty Lady Flames starting lineup. Number 7, Casey Goodwin, our key player for today, 10 kills last night against Maryland. Getting the start in the center position. Number 8, Hannah Morris. Victoria Baptista on the outside. Kana Williams in the middle blocker position. In the libero position, number 19, Margaret Latchford. Senior outside hitter, number 20, Gabrielle Bess. And rounding out the lineup is number 21, senior middle blocker, Serena Vorster. Lady Flames are coached by Shane Pinder in his 14th season here at Liberty. 239 and 179 in his career at Liberty.
Flames are in the home whites, Furman in the away purple. As we are just about to get underway, Scott Hanley and Robert Kyle are going to be your 2 officials for this afternoon's matchup. Early start here as part of the Liberty Invitational. Flames faced off with Maryland yesterday and have Elon later on tonight. Big South would like to thank Hardee's, a contributing partner to the Big South Network. There's Hunter Thompson, a redshirt junior from Brentwood, Tennessee. Gets things going. Best tipping it over. Going back to Bess again, and the first point goes to Liberty.
Nice, strong swing there by Bess on the outside. Good for Liberty to get that early point. Coming out with some good intensity in that first rally.
Gabrielle Bess, a senior out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. And there's Jamila Johnson. We've talked about her in the open reg. Going to talk about her a lot more. Coming off 23 kills yesterday against Elon.
Jamila is Furman's go-to player. You'll see her, she's going to attack out of multiple positions at the net and including in the back row. So they want to get the ball to her as much as they possibly can. Not only is she a strong attacker, but she's consistent.
Strong on that one. 3-1 now. Furman has won 3 straight since giving up the opening point to Liberty. Set it right in the middle. This time it's Vorster who puts it away.
Great pass out of the server seat pattern right into Morris's hands. Running a quick 31 there to Vorster in the middle. One of my keys for Liberty was you want to get your middles established. This does a lot. It opens up your pin hitters if your middles are able to get a couple balls early on, because those middle blockers need to stick with their middle attackers, and that's going to open up the outside and right side, especially Casey Goodwin there on that right side. I know the Flames want to get her involved early as well.
Another point back to Furman, 4-2. And there's a look at Michelle Young. Played her college ball at Clemson. Strong hit there coming from Gabrielle Bess.
I like teams who feel comfortable using that back row attacker as an option. You see Bess just coming right down that pipe position. It's always good to have another option in your offense.
Placement there by Kristen Sikora. She's coming off a 13-kill effort last time out.
3 Furman players last night had double-doubles. Not a bad way to open up the Liberty invite.
Bess picked something off of it. Sikora again puts another one away. And Furman's extended that lead back out to 3 again, 6-3.
Sakura's taken advantage of a little bit of a smaller size setter that Liberty has in right now with Hannah Morris, and so they're able to go down that line for the kill.
And that time it is Morris who takes it into her own hands and puts it away. Heads up play there by Morris, the sophomore. Takes it serves. Another point for Liberty there. Down just by one, opening set. Still playable. And a great block by the two bigs, Campbell and Thompson.
Campbell doing a good job releasing. You see that penetration. Good timing on that block against Vess.
And that was 4 hits by Liberty. Johnson doing a really good job of taking the pace off of it. Shane Pender wants to talk it over with Scott Hanley. He's going to talk to Robert Kyle now, discuss this one.
So the call was that it was 4 touches, whereas what head coach Shane Pender is arguing is that first touch was off the block, so that does not necessarily count as one of your 3 touches. And so the only way that would be a situation is if they did not consider that to be a block, and we'll see right here. So they did not consider that a block because she was almost back onto the ground and it touched her hands.
5. Batista keeps that one in play. Here's Vess. Pushes it deep. Mishandled by Sikora, and another point to Liberty. Good option there. She just pushed that one deep where there wasn't anyone. And Sikora not able to get much on it. Here's Johnson. Just have to send it over. Royster sends it in.
I really like Pender's choice to go with Morris for the start today. I think what I saw with her yesterday is that she has the tendency to run a quicker offense. Her sets aren't as high as Willie's, and so it speeds everybody up. It makes everybody just kind of get into a little bit of a faster rhythm. And so as you saw with that last play with Forster coming around the slide, that's something that Liberty didn't run very much of last night. They weren't able to get into that rhythm, but Morris has done a good job coming out here and really trying to establish a little bit of a quicker offense for the Flames.
Set for Vess, and Vess sends it right at Sikora.
Gabrielle Vess with her 4th kill here early on in the first set. Coming up, and you see Furman saying, hey, we're going to leave you the line. And Vess said, I'll take it. It goes right down the line. Nice, strong attack.
And that'll bring up Morris to serve. Flames trail by 1 here in the opening set. Johnson, good block there by Liberty. And Royster has been involved in this first set, something we did not see as much of yesterday.
Yeah, then you can attribute Forster's involvement so far with the passing. The serve receive passing for Liberty has been really good so far in this opening set, and so if they can continue to stay in system, they're going to have a lot of offensive options here in this match.
Like Thompson might have gotten in the net there. Another point to Liberty as they take the lead, 10-9, by way of Hannah Morris serving. Block. Johnson's going to try again. She takes pace off this time, though. And Furman will tie it right back up. Back and forth Phillips in to serve, redshirt junior.
First kill for Goodwin here in the first set. Coming around, just running a nice high 2 ball, which gives you a lot of options depending on where your block is set up. As she goes that deep left back corner where it's hard for that defender to rotate over that far. A little bit of momentum here, going up 12-10. You'll hear me say this all season, and volleyball is just such a momentum sport, so it can shift at any point in time, but right now we've seen that momentum shift over to Liberty's side of the court, and it's so important for them to take care of the ball, make sure they don't have those unforced errors, unfortunately, like we just saw right there. Just keep it on their side of the court, focus on their side of the court.
Liberty's won 5 of the last 6 points before that error. Visit BigSouthSports.com and stay current with everything the Big South Conference. News, results, stats, standings, and much more. Vote on the Unspan poll, watch the Hardy Star plays, and enjoy video features profiling student athletes from across the conference. Plus, of course, free live streaming events throughout the year on the Big South Network. Remember, the source for all your conference information is BigSouthSports.com. Communication on the Liberty side there leads to another point for Furman. They trail by 1. Libero McNamar to serve. Blocked up at the net. There's Goodwin. Just in this one a little bit deeper. Johnson was there. Batista. Best tries to handle it from the back row. That's a difficult angle for her. And Karis Campbell was waiting for her right at the net.
Good defensive rally there by both teams. What both teams are going to want to focus on as they get into those rallies a little bit more is just being very consistent with their transition defense, trying to better each ball so that they continue to have those offensive options available.
And that's 4 in a row now for Furman. As you talked about, it's a game of momentum, and the momentum has shifted to Furman's side. And we will have a timeout on the court. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. Furman and Liberty here at the Liberty Invitational. 4 straight. We've got now 5 straight for Furman. It's coming off of timeout.
Liberty struggling right now to just settle in and get a pass, something they were doing so well at the beginning of this first set.
Liberty not able to get a touch on that. And quickly after 2 points, Coach Shane Pender has seen enough. And we're going to have another timeout as Furman has now taken a 4-point lead at 17-13. Fans, Liberty football season tickets are on sale now. Be a part of the 2017 season and experience all the excitement of Flames football Saturdays. The Flames home schedule features 6 exciting home games beginning September 9th. Season tickets start at just $60. Visit libertyflames.com for more information or call 434-582-SEAT to order your Liberty football season tickets. There's nothing like game day. That timeout, Liberty does drop that first point. And that will end the streak.
Good run by Furman right there, but Liberty is by no means out of this, only down 4 points.
Liberty before that streak had won 5 of 6 points and then lost 7 in a row. taking that one out. Furman able to keep it alive. Liberty doing the same. Another point for Furman. Let's look at some of those saves. This one by Johnson to keep it alive. Two excellent efforts there. And Furman gets the point. 19-14, first set. Cuts to back over, pushed right back. And another point.
Another net call, that's 2 in a row. One of the things I mentioned in our open were the unforced errors. Those are things that you can control. You have to be disciplined when you're going up defensively at the net. So 2 unforced errors in a row are things that can't happen when you get to the meat of the set, which is right in this middle part.
Service error for Nicole Mack. It's back to Liberty, and here's Baptista to serve. Stay along, so a couple in a row for Liberty. It's still a little ways to go in this first set. Liberty only trailing by 4. Liberty keeps it alive. Baptista, she went for the top angle and just had a little too much on it. Serving now for Furman. That time it was Sikora who found that angle, that back left corner, puts it away 22-16. This set's starting to slip away.
Sikora doing a good job of making herself available both on the right side and the outside. It's nice to have a versatile hitter like that who can swing pin to pin.
Service error gives it back to the Lady Flames. And they'll have a service error on their own side. Again, these errors you can ill afford, especially as you get this late in a set. And we're going to Big South student athletes in the process. That's BigSouthSports.com/Marriott. We're still in set number 1. Furman has a 6-point lead over Liberty by way of a 7-point run. And right now, back to serve is Abby Crawford, a freshman. Set for Voister. And that's something we haven't seen lately, is Voister getting involved in this match.
Yeah, and once again, that all started with that great pass out of serve receive, which allowed Morris to run that flare set, which is that set right behind the setter. Nice pace on it. Liberty getting a much needed side out.
Morris serves, set to Johnson. Baptista keeps it alive, and Johnson puts it away. And she gives her team a set point.
Johnson's been a little bit quiet this first set. She hasn't really had to, pick up her team or be the go-to. Sikora's done a very great job of that, but she only has 2 kills early on in this set. As we mentioned last night, she had over 20 kills against Elon.
Liberty able to stay alive. They're knocking on the door of 20. Liberty able to stay alive. They're knocking on the door of 20. Johnson had a career-high 19 kills against Liberty last year, but she beat that career high yesterday with her 23. And another block for Liberty. Liberty trying to work their way back into this set. They still have some work to do, but any confidence that they can build towards the end of this set, win or lose, is going to help as they move into the second one.
Absolutely, and I think blocking is one of the best ways to keep that momentum going. There's nothing like the feeling of getting a great block.
There's another big one for Liberty. Pushed over, and Bautista just couldn't get there in time as that one deflected off of Voister. So first set is in the books, and for the first time this year, Furman wins the first set, 25-20. But we'll go back to zeros and start all over again. But right now we are going to step aside. Furman leads 1-0 here at the Vine Center. We'll be back after this. Welcome back inside the Vine Center. Furman takes the first set, 25-20 over Liberty. Alongside Aaron Hagan, I'm Jacob Johnson. It really was that 7 straight points that Furman was able to get. It was the decision maker for this entire first set.
Yeah, it's almost like Liberty came out and they looked good. Their serve receive passing was on point. They were getting their middle involved. And then all of a sudden, there was a mental lapse. And they couldn't pass a ball or they weren't communicating. And so that's where you saw Furman make their run. And once Furman went on that run, it was very difficult for Liberty to get back into it.
Look at our Geico game at a glance, some of the stats here. Pretty even. Kills all tied up at 13, but it's that hit percentage.
The hitting percentage and the errors. Liberty having 7 errors to Furman's 4, but the hitting percentage 243 to 154. One thing I will say Liberty has done well, they've done a good job of shutting down Johnson. Johnson is their go-to, but Sakura has picked up the slack in that area, so they need to refocus a little bit of making sure that they're really focusing on number 6 Sakura for Furman, and then Furman wants to come out and just continue to keep the pressure on. They've done a good job of not giving easy balls over to Liberty. They're coming in, they're being aggressive, and they're swinging, and so they just want to continue to do that.
Johnson just with 2 kills on 11 total attacks. She does have 6 digs though in that first set. Big South would like to thank Geico, a contributing partner to the Big South Network. Kristen Sakura leading the way with 5 kills, and it was Vess and Voister both with 4 kills for the Lady Flames. As we switch sides and get ready to start set number 2. Serving will be Hannah Morris, center for Liberty. Picked up some very significant minutes yesterday against Maryland. Johnson's just going to have to push it over. Here's Morris set to Vess. Takes the pace off of it. Good win. It's dug out. Set to Vess. And Liberty will take the first point of the second set. Towards the end of that first set, Liberty really did get some momentum back and some confidence back. It was just really that one stretch that was the difference maker. Good dig by Morris to keep it alive. Blocked right back over. Morris will set for Voister. She'll just touch it over. Good point here. Thompson, the setter, she just touched it over.
Yeah, that's a great spot on the court. You see her, a lot of setters like to go to the middle of the court, but she just goes right behind that block for Liberty. Very hard to adjust when you're the back row defender.
Served by Goodwin. Up for Vess, you just have to push it. Another good dig by Latchford. What a great play by Courtney Hoffman. Making the most of that one.
Yep, Hoffman staying ready at the net. You see that dig by Latchford. Goodwin not being able to turn around quick enough to try to get hands up.
And a service error gives it to Liberty. Wow, we've only played 4 points in this second set, but I feel like we're halfway through it just how long these rallies have been.
Both teams have come out of that first set, played really well. Like you mentioned, some good rallies back and forth.
Johnson has it blocked by Voister. Callahan in there as well.
Take a look. Right there you see Borster and Moore setting up a good, strong block. That's one thing that Liberty struggled with last night against Maryland, was getting some good defense at the net. They have been much better today, not only from a blocking standpoint, but just getting touches to slow down the momentum of the ball.
That was just pure power, good placement by Johnson. And Furman evens things back up. Good strike from Sikora. That's her 6th kill of the afternoon.
Sikora setting up on that right side. Does a good job. You see the ball's in just enough for her to sell that she's going cross court. She did a really good job switching it around, going that deep line.
Set up just a little bit lower, but Hoffman able to make work of it. Furman leads by 2. Take from Vest to keep it alive. Good win, yes!
Good location right there for Goodwin. The last couple sets that she's gotten have been about 3 feet off the net, but you see that one, it was a little bit tighter. That's more in her comfort zone. Able to get a good job switching it around, going that deep line.
Set up just a little bit lower, but Hoffman able to make work of it. Furman leads by 2. Take from Vest to keep it alive. Good win, yes!
Good location right there for Goodwin. The last couple sets that she's gotten have been about 3 feet off the net, but you see that one, it was a little bit tighter. That's more in her comfort zone. Able to get a nice swing on that ball.
Good angle for her as well. Score with another kill as there was a touch there, and still able to keep it in as well. But still back and forth we go. Anybody's set here. Trying to drive that one home, and she does.
Greg getting her first attempt here. Coming in doing a good job. She's one of those who likes to stay in front of the setter. You're not going to see her run a great deal of routes behind the setter, but she's effective at it.
Strong kill from Sikora. Finds some open real estate. Gets it right back over to Furman. Good placement there. Forth we go. Callahan back to serve. They'll just have to send it over. Yes. Lines, delivers, sends it a little bit too high. And back over it goes to Furman. Back and forth we've gone here in this set. Just trading points for the last 6 in a row. Touch by Crack. And that one's going to sail long for Liberty. Back and forth we go again.
Shane Fender's really using a lot lot of his bench right now. We've seen quite a few different players rotating in and out, just trying to find a combination on the floor that is working. So far, they're keeping this game relatively close. See what other additional changes he might make throughout this set.
And Jamila Johnson comes in and sends it down that line again. Johnson with that strong right hand, just 5'7" out of Greenville, South Carolina, but she can get up. Two-step. Morse will push it over, dug out though. And that one is going to sail long. Good effort by Sakura on the dig. But Furman just couldn't get it. Liberty back within one now.
And this is a good rotation for Liberty if they can stay in this one. You have Borster and Goodwin up front. They have been two of the more consistent attackers for the Flames here today.
Payne Carter's going to join them as well, sophomore. Johnson sends that one right into the block.
Johnson coming up, and you see Borster, she's there. Just a little off with her timing on that block. Needs to delay just a little bit more.
Carter tries to send it down.
Furman starting to get Johnson quite a few more attempts here. She's got 2 kills here back to back. Mentioned that she was a bit of a non-factor in their win that first set, but now 20 attempts, 6 kills.
That was good effort by Worcester, but another point for Furman as this lead starts to extend as they take their biggest lead of the set at 4, 12-8.